We're going to talk about ACE virtual meetings and training webinars. I am Prem Anand. I am the regional manager for Middle East and Africa, and I'm tuning in from Dubai. So let's quickly see what's there in Zoho Meeting, which we have it for the virtual meetings. I hope you would have been using a lot of tools in the past 3 or 4 months, and let's see what Zoho Meeting has. Unlike other tools, it's usual for organizing and presenting, engage and analyze through all the other meetings. And actually you can easily send an invite, and you can, if you want to meet right now, or if you want to schedule a meeting with your clients or internal meetings, then you can do it right on the screen. And the moment you invite, you will see an option if you want to do it via phone call or computer audio. Then we do have some of the support, some of the phone call support through internet, through some of the connections. And I don't think we have something for Middle East or Africa. Then you can just connect through computer audio, and you can just show your video and check your microphone and video settings. And then you can invite the attendee. Let's say you forgot to invite someone, then from the screen you can invite the attendee. So the moment everything or everyone joins the screen or your meeting, then I think you can just control the attendees from the screen. So if you want to give the control, or if you want to mute the audio of your attendees, then you can control everyone. Or if you want to start sharing the screen and show your desktop or laptop, and then you can do it from this screen. One of the good things which we have here is the reminders. So if you want to put in the reminders for the meeting, then you can put in the reminders, put in the agenda, what is the date and time and what is the duration, put in the participants, time zone, and what audio conference you use and everything. So it's usual with the meeting softwares, wherein we record, replay, share, and download. So you can record your meetings and store them on the cloud. You can store it with you, and if you want, you can share it with the attendees who attended that meeting, and you can get the recording once the meeting is done. I'm going to quickly jump to webinars, which we are concentrating for today's event. So Zoho Meeting also has a webinar wherein you can conduct a webinar. You can put in the title and you can describe everything. You can send, or you can, I'm going to show you the live demo right now. So you can organize the webinars. You can put in all the details, and if you want to have, or if you want to customize the registration form, which Padmini showed in Zoho Showtime, likewise you can do the same thing in webinar. You can customize everything. You can put in, you can put that in the website, and you can put in the approvals and everything. So the first thing is to add co-organizers. So if your colleagues, or if you want to add the guest speakers to your webinar, then you can add the co-organizers, and they can present and answer questions. And second one is going to be to embed your registration links, and you can send email to all the participants who's going to join the webinar. And next one is going to customize the registration forms. So if you want to customize add your company logo and put in your own brand and everything, you can customize the registration forms. And once everything is done, then you can engage with the attendees. Likewise, how we showed in Zoho Meeting, same thing you can do in Zoho Webinar, wherein you can just control the attendees. If someone wants to talk, they can raise the hands. You can allow to talk. You can make them the presenter, so they share the screen and they present. Or you can do Q&A. You can ask some questions. You can raise some polls and everything. This is how the poll will look like. The moment you raise a poll or Q&A, this is how it will look like. And once the webinar is done, then you can do a session recording. All the recordings will be pushed to you in this screen, and you can go to the recordings, you can see, and then you can choose to down or play or share or download, and then you can share it with the attendees. Likewise, you'll have multiple reportings, which I'm going to show you right now here. So one of the good reports is poll and QA report. You can get a very valuable insights by looking at your poll numbers and what percentage of audience passed the polls and everything. And performance report, you can see the overall impact of your webinar by looking at the number of people who attended, registered, participated, and asked questions. Finally, you have to send up the follow-up email. So you can pull all the email addresses who attended the webinar, and you can send them the report, and you can send them thank you emails, or as well as you can share the webinar recordings. We matter privacy a lot, so Zoho Meetings keeps you secure online, and also we make sure that all the audio, video, and screen sharing is encrypted, and we'll keep your information safe as it travels through the internet. some love from the customers because we had some of the ratings from the other vendors. So you can see Capterra, G2, Software Advice above 4.5 for Zoho Meeting and Webinar. And this is one of the biggest advantage we have here. So everything is on the mobile. You can just configure meeting on the go. You don't even want to have a laptop to configure a meeting. So you can schedule, you can join the meeting, you can run the meeting on the mobile itself. Now let us go through the quick demo. So this is the home page of Zoho Meeting, wherein you can go here. If you want to meet right now, you can click on Meet Now, and you can invite the participants, and you can do an immediate meeting. Or if you want to schedule a meeting, and then you can click on Schedule a Meeting, and you can put in the title, Team Meeting today. Then you can put in the start time and end time, what is the date and time, and who is the presenter. Then if you want to invite the other participants, then you can add the participants. If they're already there, then it'll give you, or you can search the participants and you can do it. And then you can put in the time zone. What is the time zone? If your participants are from multiple time zones, if you want to make them feel comfortable, then you can put in their time zone and you can send the invite. Then the agenda, and then as I mentioned, you can put in the reminder, how many minutes you want to get a reminder, or you can choose none. And finally, the audio conferencing. You can choose the audio conference and you can save this. So the meeting will be scheduled and it will be sent to the participants. This is about Zoho Meeting. And next one, we just quickly jump to webinar, wherein you can create your own webinar. You can schedule a webinar. Let's say this is mostly used by some of the institutions or teachers across the globe. So extensively used by them. So let's say you want to let's say you are doing some fun event, how to bake a cake. You are doing a webinar, then you can just put in date and time, whatever you're doing, put in the description how many minutes you are doing, time zone, and if you want to have any repeats, just save this. And this is the page wherein you will get to customize the webinar. So we can, let's say you want to customize the registration form. You can go here, you can customize the registration form. You can drag and drop whatever fields you want to. Let's say you want to bring in, you want to collect the address of the participants they're joining, and then you want to know their industry, you want to know their job title, then you can just customize everything. We do have some of the predefined pick list field for some of the fields, wherein you can use those as well. Or if you want to add a custom field which is not here, then you can add a custom field, either it is a short answer or a multiple choice question. Then you can just put in, let's say location, then you can put in multiple places. You can mark this as a required field, you can save this. So that comes over here and you can save this. This will be pushed to the registration form. The moment you customize this registration form, then you will have this link. You can just promote the registration through your circle, or if you want to do it via Zoho Campaigns, then you can do it through Zoho Campaigns as well. Or if you can just grab the embed code and put it to your website or wherever you're publishing. Let's say you're going to do it in some other tools, then you can grab the embed code and you can put it in the website or the tools, and then you can promote your webinar. And I'm going to scroll to registration settings, wherein if you want to have any approvals for the webinars. So let's say if the customers are going to register for your webinar, then you can change the settings wherein who has to approve, or automatically approve or manually approve. Then you can change the settings and you can do it. Here you can see the total registrations and how many approved. If you want to manage those, you can manage that as well. Next one comes for the co-organizers. So if you want to invite anyone as a guest speaker, or if you want to add your colleagues to take care of all the background work when you talk in the webinar, then you can add all the co-organizers and they take care of everything. And you can add a poll, you can create a poll, multiple choice of star rating. You can enter the question, list of choices, you can create multiple polls, and you can publish while the webinar is going on. And your email. So let's say if you want to send in a reminder email or reply to email, finally a thank you email, you can configure multiple emails here. Then based on how you configure, that will be pushed once the webinar is done. Finally, the post attendee URL. So let's say once the webinar is done, you want to redirect those attendees to your thank you page. Then you can just click on this box. You can just put in your link, wherein if you have a website, then you can just put in the link. It will be pushed to the website. which will basically say a thank you, and you can redirect to your website for multiple conversions. This is how you can do the webinar settings, and you can edit and cancel the webinar as well. Finally, you can go for the recordings. So all the webinar recordings will be pushed over here. You can see all the recordings, and if you want, you can play or share and download and share, put it as an internal comment and everything. So we also have some of the analytics in the webinar. So let's say you want to see a webinar of the how many registrations and attendees, and if you want to, as I shown in the reports on a Q&A report or poll report, then you can get all the recordings over here and the reports as well. And this is a common settings wherein you can just put in your company details. And if you want to add these details to Google Calendar, we have default sync with Google. So you can put this to Google, and the webinars or the meetings which is scheduled here will be pushed to the calendar, and you will get the notification there as well. Thank you so much.